Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Red Cock Tarot. I am Nikita, and today we are doing a reading for the full moon, which is going to be taking place. The energies are already here, but it is tomorrow, and so we are going to be checking in with what we need to surrender, what we need to be doing, and what we need to focus on. So, I do hope you all can hear me. Hi, people who are logging in, please do tell me if the volume is working. So let me begin with some of the symptoms that you need to pay attention for this lunar cycle. This is a very significant, of course, all full moons and new moons are. It's like an opportunity the universe gives us to start again, end things, bring a cycle to an end. But this is one of the blue moons, and the full moon for the second time this month is in Aquarius. Aquarius, like I did speak about in my last live stream, is about future, innovation, collective, working together, working for each other, right? It is also about, if you go by the tarot cards, it is also about healing, and it is about wishes coming true, the new coming in. So there is a lot that is been closing out. A lot of us have been feeling, who are in the transition phase, might be feeling lost. You might be feeling um uneasy. From time to time, it is like a roller coaster of emotions. Things will be coming up for a final purge. If you did pay attention to what was happening this entire month, you will know what you need to let go of, what you need to surrender, what you are purging. So there have been a lot of significant movement this entire month, but there is this strange anxiety. There'll be times when you'll want to rush into, you want things to hurry up and take place. Where can I keep my flowers so you can see them? Okay, so apart from that anxiety and restlessness, desire to go forward real quick, there can be a lot of mood swings. Like I said, there might be emotional purges going on. I wish there was someone I who could tell me if they can hear me. um is someone here? Okay. There will be probably anger coming up where you need to release it, tears of frustration, of restlessness, where you feel you might have not got uh, justice. It is coming, it really is. I know everyone is kind of tired hearing that, and especially those who have been on the ascension path, the light workers path, the twin flame path since last many years. you know we expected things to end and then immediately new. So when, even in a reading, it is like, oh, the minute you close out this chapter, the next this thing, blah blah blah, the new person is going to come charging in. It might take anything from a month to 6 months for that to play out, but in a cosmic sense, that is quick, right? So there is a lot that you will need to definitely release at this time, which is why I'm starting from what we need to surrender with this full moon, so that you can do your full moon ritual where you list out. If you're not clear what to list out, you can write something as simple as, I am now choosing to release all blockages, obstacles, hurdles, difficulties, psychic attacks, or any negative influence, false beliefs, patterns, conditioning within me, which is preventing me from living my highest and best life. So at least write that with your full intention, your full emotions, and then burn that paper, do it safely, always have another container underneath that, keep it away from things like tablecloths, etc. And then once the paper has fully burnt down, go and flush it. That act is about flushing it out of your life, anything that has been causing delays or blockages or obstacles. So this full moon is in Aquarius, so this card I've already pulled out. Show the world the real you. Okay, this is the time to be your authentic self. If you have an Aquarius family member or relative, you will know how unique they are, how special they are. But the collective will always think of them as different and weird or whatever, but that is their beauty. They are very attuned to what is needed. They are also visionaries. They are also futuristic people, right? So innovation is their middle name, and they need to be encouraged, and they are not, you shouldn't be tying those people down with do things the traditional way or the conventional way or the safe way, the known way. Let them go, and they are going to create wonderful things for us. So what are the other messages at this time is you are going to be working through your fears, and if you have dreams, goals, desires, well, they need a practical plan. What I'm seeing in last few days is a lot of people are getting nudges from the universe where they need to go, or what they need to move towards, what the new direction is. And there is a lot of fear of change, fear of trying something new. So that can cause delays, obstacles, or not believing, not trusting it, right? You, if you think it's too good to be true, you are pushing things away. And then comes that you need to have a plan. You cannot just keep thinking. There's been a lot of overthinking going on in the collective at this time. Should I, shouldn't I, which way should I go, this is the pros, this is the cons. And what that is doing is there's so much energy here in your own brain that you're not surrendering, you're not going towards where you are being nudged by your soul, your higher self, your god and goddess. They are those who are prompting you towards what you need to do, where you need to go. And so people are either not listening or they're overthinking. So wouldn't it be a better solution that all that is going on in your mind, write it out, so that you will also be able to see that, hey, I don't have to worry about what's going to happen 5 years down the line if x, y, and z, something happens or doesn't happen. And you'll be able to cross that off. And where, for example, if you need a certain kind of a degree, if you need certain uh, things on your resume, okay, or if you want to run the marathon, then you need to maybe get a coach, maybe you need to first regain your stamina. So if you make it into achievable goals, a practical goal, and not just keep it in the dream, I will someday, I will do it. Be it in a relationship, be it about yourself, working on your personality. Hi. Some Somebody had logged in. I know I did not announce this live, and it is at a very unusual hour. I'm sorry about that, because it's the full moon energy, and I do, most of you know, I do get very affected by new moon, full moon energies, and I didn't want to be in a low physical energy. So I came to you as soon as I could, so that at least you have all the information you need for this lunar cycle. So coming back to, if you keep staying in your wishful thinking, dreaming, just fantasizing, and then you think that it's going to materialize, well, you need some kind of physical, practical actions that you need to take to make it align, or to align yourself with that which you're manifesting. So, do this exercise of writing whatever is going on in your brain, your fears. Don't let your fear control you. Work through your fear. You need to become more and more authentic, and that is not just with a couple of friends or with your loved one. It is more and more that you need to come into who you truly are on the inside. If we all have good things, we all have negative traits, and that's fine as long as we are working, because we want to become better every day, right? So if that is the case, that you're working on yourself and you stand for something, or you're against something, to speak up. And the moderation will come by and by. In the beginning, we all are brusque with our beliefs. It is not about, you have to just remind yourself, it's not about converting someone, convincing someone, or having a confrontation with someone, or victory at any cost. It's about what your conviction truly is, and that you live your life as per your conviction. That is the meaning of the real you. Okay, so your dreams need a practical plan. And then, if you have been feeling that you have no choice, and that things are already set in stone, you've already said yes to a certain job, you're already in a certain relationship, someone is your blood relation, right? I want you to do an exercise. Remove the labels that society has taught you: brother, sister, masi, bua, phupa, chacha, whatever, mama, um, and replace it with blood relation. And when you're journaling, write certain words such as blood relation, my male blood relative, blood equation. I'm so sorry. The word is equation. My male blood equation, and in brackets the name, so that you don't get confused, and whatever has happened. And that will somewhere enable you to detach and see the situation. If this person was a stranger, an acquaintance, a colleague, even a school friend, what would you have done? Would you have put up with it? It will just help you detach. Okay, so what are we surrendering, or what we need to surrender, especially tomorrow and during this lunar cycle, is obsessive thinking. If you are obsessing about a person, situation, desire, dream, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity, or even solve the problem. Just give me 2 minutes. I cannot pause the live. I just need to do one thing. I'm so sorry. Thank you for your patience. All right. So, anything that you have been feeling that it keeps playing on and on and on in your brain, again, do the writing exercise. What that does is it tells your brain you have not forgotten about it, you're working on it, or you're delegating it, or that you have crossed it off your list. It has been addressed, it has been acknowledged. So, also, the very good exercise is if you are someone who suffers a lot from anxiety, depression, or you are worrying about a situation, someone who's a loved one and their health is not doing well, or there's financial issues. Right now, we all are going through a whole bunch of challenges. So what is the best way is to visualize, collect that energy. Imagine that you have put it into a parcel and then you send it up to God, and it's like I'm handing it over to you for a divine solution, resolution, or something to take place. Okay. I'm just trying to get someone to come online and tell me if my audio is working. Right. So, making that parcel and sending it up to God, and let go and let God. Okay. At this point, Sridhar and Ravisha, I did read your comments, but I'm going through a switch over of phones and stuff. So it's just taking me, it will take me another day, and I'll start replying to everyone's comments. Today, I'll do it from the dashboard here. But thank you for very good questions, and I will talk about it separately. Okay. Um, oh, my hair. So, doing so will bring you clarity or even solve your problems because you have handed it to our creator, to our God, right? Surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. So if there is a misunderstanding between you and someone else, or that you are uh, if you are being shy or hesitant to reach out to someone, or to ask or apply for a job, if you are being on a defensive because something transpired between you and your friend a while ago, right? So any situation, if somebody is trying to give you a constructive criticism or suggestion, by the way, Chandrika and Ravisha, thank you so much for all your helpful, very helpful suggestions. I'm still trying to understand hashtags, and I do put hashtags, but they are in the description section, and then it goes into it is there in the automatic process as well, but I'm trying to figure out how to put them in the title as well. Okay. So, hi. So, is my audio clear? Okay. So, when you become defensive, your mind, heart, your ears, everything become blocked. You are working on an assumption or presumption. Hi, Zachary. Thank you so much for clarifying that for me. Okay, so we are talking about the full moon, which is occurring tomorrow in most places. And if you will go back to the beginning, you will understand. Right now, we are talking about what we need to do in our release exercise tomorrow. If you work with the list and which you burn that, or just consciously transmutating, and we have just finished talking about obsessive thinking, and now we are on surrender defensiveness, because defensiveness comes from an assumption that this is what the other person's reaction or retaliation, or they are not going to be willing to help, they're not going to be willing to listen, that they are still carrying a grudge, any reason like that, or you feel you will be attacked, you will be misunderstood. And so it kind of closes you up, puts you into a prison of your own making. The Eight of Sword, if you're familiar with tarot cards, it closes you up and then you cannot move. And it becomes like a prison that you have made for yourself, defensiveness. So, defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered, hear someone out, and then offer a clear, non defensive response. Even if it's an apology someone is making to you and you do not want to continue with them, that's perfectly fine, or vice versa. But at least hear them out. Surrender to your soul's path. A lot of us, like I have been trying to say, have been reset. We have been aligned with our new direction, or those who were not aware which direction to go, what was our soul path, what is our soul mission. We have been aligned to that, and now we are being asked to not be afraid because things are not moving as fast as we'd like, or we are not getting the response we'd like, we are not finding the support we were hoping for. If it is my life path, then everything should just fall in place like in a snap, and maybe that's not happening, because a lot of us are still in a transition phase, in between world kind of a phase. And so it is a little shaky, but it is shaky inside us. It's actually playing out wonderfully, and we will start seeing the results very soon. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson and every moment. Surrender to silence. Why? Because again, how will you make that list? When you sit in silence, is when your brain starts communicating. You need to do this, you haven't done that, you'll forget that. That issue happened, that conflict happened, that argument happened, all that. To write it down when you sit in silence. Don't even try to meditate if that's not your thing, if you're finding it difficult, because the energies have been so, I won't call them dense, I will call them rapid. They're so rapid that you're feeling they are dense, right? When I say you, I mean all of us. And so when we go into silence and allow our ego to speak without hindering it, stopping it, allowing our brain to speak, past, present, warrior of the future, allow our heart to speak where we feel unfulfilled, even now, where we feel dejected, or we feel unloved, unaccepted, or where we are not able to fulfill some desires. Give every one of them a chance to speak as you make notes. Oh, definitely the forehead will have pressure. I will be coming to the chakras right after the surrender cards, but that's your third eye, which has been really been active, and a lot of people are getting their spiritual gifts upgraded, which is like yay. But also our intuition is going to be so powerful. This is a time when we cannot afford to ignore our intuition at all. We are also beginning to discern. It's not about right or wrong or correct and righteous and whatever, but about if someone is in a certain vibration and frequency and can undo the work we have been doing on ourselves. We have to maintain a bit of distance till they reach a certain level, or at least they are not toxic for us. They are not toxic individuals, most of them, but somehow they may impact us negatively, or we might trigger them terribly by saying certain things. That if we explain certain things away with karma, people get extremely triggered. That's the heavy energy downloads, the vibration that you feel in your body. You'll also, I had given the update in my previous one, you might get mini cramps, like in your toes, in your calf, in the weird part of your back. Strange cramps might happen, and they're like in short bursts. And only thing that will help is movement, physical movement, dancing, tai chi, or just swaying your body to some calm music or heavy music, rock music, whatever is your thing. In quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. When I start channeling very heavy, I start feeling very, very warm. I'm going for a walk right now. Awesome. Put on your earphones so you can continue listening if you would like to continue being with us. And if you like the kind of work I'm doing, Zachary, please do remember to subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. All right. So we need to make time for sitting in silence, not just tomorrow. You can start this from today. You can do this every day for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Thank you so much. So, every day, take some time out. A lot of people are not able to handle long hours of silence. Immediately, they'll reach for their phone, go on YouTube, on Facebook, Insta, play Netflix, something. So, sitting in silence takes practice. Okay, you'll start fidgeting. That's why I'm saying keep that journal or keep that writing pad next to you, so that when the thoughts come pouring out, your emotions come pouring out, your egos, you know this one did you injustice, and that one did you wrong, and that one has betrayed you, because it is going to come up at this time. If it has not yet come up, it will come up in the next few days. So uh you will have to sit, allow those voices within you to come out, and write it out so that you can make a plan. What do you need to let go? Where do you need to bring forgiveness in? Where do you need to transmutate an energy that it happened 20 years ago? You cannot still be talking about it and getting upset all over again, right? So surrender to your full power. Oh my god. So there is soul path and full power. That's like almost saying go full throttle. You have been put onto your soul's path, whatever you have been guided to start, at least if not longer, last 3 months. The compulsion and the thing that you have been focusing on and doing last 3 months, 2 months, your own business, working on your YouTube channel, taking workshops, you have changed your job, you have changed whatever you might be doing, and you feel excited to do it, you feel energized doing it, new ideas keep coming to you, right? That is where now you have to unleash. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than playing it small. First of all, false humility gets us nowhere or anything. So you have to just, you know, go with the flow, do your best, accept the compliments, take the compliments to your heart, never to your brain, never to your ego, and allow that to propel you to do more. That's how I use the comments, the likes, the feedbacks that I get. I use it to do more, to give more, right? Destiny is playing out. A lot of interventions, divine interventions have been taking place. And there is a kind of TikTok feeling, remember, that has come out recently in a lot of my readings, that time is running out. Things have to happen now. Stop letting fear stop you. That has been quite life path 11. I am life path 22. How gorgeous is that? So we are now going to be checking with the chakras and any additional messages. Not just what to release, but what kind of symptoms might be coming up at this time. There's a miracle just here. Things have been taking place, okay? And there is a bit of hurry for some people for sure. What we need to heal is a heart chakra. Right at the beginning, I did talk about how tears will be flowing most likely for a lot of people this full moon. It might have already started since a couple of days. Today, we are purging, we are clearing old grief. These are not even related to events that are taking place right now. And look, right under that is release. Let bygones be bygones. There's a saying, don't dig up dead bodies, right? So, healing of a heart chakra, bringing forgiveness and love, unconditional love, unconditional forgiveness. Also, if you are ready, I will never tell people who have been victimized, who have been in any form of abuse system, if they have had toxic people, a narcissist as their spouse or parent, I will never say go ahead and forgive them. The only thing I can say is try and put down the baggage, because the only person it's actually harming is you. It's preventing you from living your best life. And at this time, those who are trying are receiving the healing. There is a process of recovery. If someone who is your loved one is in the process of recovery as well, so that's amazing. God is intervening for a lot of people at this time. So the purge will take place. Don't get disturbed by it. There, you are not digressing in your growth or your learning. It is something very, sometimes very ancient. For girls, even ovulation might be painful. You might get very similar symptoms to your periods, such as bloating or cramps during this lunar cycle. So just take care of yourself. uh, Hi, welcome. I'm so sorry I didn't announce it in advance today. I'm so sorry. You can watch what you've missed, about half an hour of it, later. Okay. Right now, we are talking about the physical symptoms and chakras, what might be happening for this lunar cycle. Okay. Where there has been stagnancy, right? If you know what your earth chakra is, no problem. If you know how to where your earth chakra is, it's basically about 3 feet under your feet. It's also your abundance chakra. It's under the earth. And so you need to clear that, activate that if you haven't as of now, and energize it, so that wherever you have been stagnant, stuck, that is going to start the movement forward. Because a lot of people have been scared, a lot of people were not accepting the new direction or letting go of the past for various reasons. But now there has been divine intervention. The clarity will come through. You are already on your path. So you're going to see forward movement, like where there has been confusion, uncertainty, that is going to get cleared out. But for that, sit in silence, clear your third eye, make sure your crown chakra is also clear, sage yourself, your crown, whenever you can. If you're feeling dense or heavy, uh, we'll talk about that later, right? I don't want to miss what is coming through, love. Also, at this time, we have to heal from and let go of the programming of rejection. Wherever we have felt rejected, in love, in job, in success, our friends didn't want to play with us, we were not asked to the prom, we were not asked for a dance, might be. I have shown you my container for sage, right? Oh dear. And because what I do is I keep the plastic intact so it really lasts, and that's how I keep, and it's so beautiful, isn't it? Ah, right. If you're keeping it under your pillow or for that, the healing exercise, I recommend use cut. I just mixed two words. Cotton or muslin, you know, um, or if you're okay with it, just you can keep it as is as well. Muslin is the cheesecloth. You can use that as well. So we are releasing and clearing out old programs of rejection, abandonment, etc., old grief. So there will be tears. Be prepared for it, allow it to flow. And please do go back and watch from the start because there's a lot of information I have shared. Confusion is going to be cleared out, and especially for those who are on a certain life mission, divine path, divine partnerships, even if, okay, not only twin flames are the light workers, they are people working with animals, old age people, maybe orphan children, mentally challenged children, animals, working as activists for our environment, for our farmers, whatever have you. We have been given the go ahead, right, to continue doing our work. And if we have felt stalled, hindered, getting no support, there has been no movement forward, now it is going to take place. Some of us are still going through the recovery, some of us are in transition, some of us are confused because we cannot see what's next. We feel this anxiety, this restlessness, but what we are moving towards is creation and joy, the joy of creation. Okay, so solar plexus, sacral chakra, your root chakra, just clear all of your chakras. Put on the binaural beats, or do your affirmations, do whatever, the color energy or gemstones, lie down with the particular gemstones on you, the crystals on you, and play this music alongside. A lot of creativity, a burst of energy is going to come through, making you want to draw, write, create. Ravisha, for you to bake, to decorate, or make your drawings on paper, so that next time when such and such order comes, this is how you will do it. There'll be a burst of energy to create. Okay, so what other chakras at this time are getting cleared, or we need to focus on? Third eye. Third eye, I've been telling you for a long time. So earth star, the 13th and 14th star. Insecurities. So, when you're making your list tomorrow, mention these words: impasse, insecurity, rejection. You know, there are going to be some experiences which are bittersweet because something has to end before the new can begin. If you have been seeing any of the divine partnership readings, it's you might have to leave a place where you have made wonderful friends, but you're getting your dream job, you know. Okay, there is going to be a lot of growth at this time. All we have to do, not easy, but clean our heart chakra, allow the healing to come in, do our forgiveness exercises for ourselves and others, be in unconditional love, right? Just keep a heart chakra in a loving energy, and a lot of growth is going to take place. Oh, that is so sweet. It will come, the motivation will come. Just it's a little, take it easy till today, tomorrow, and allow the purge to happen, allow the release to happen. And when you watch from the beginning, you'll know what I'm talking about. Do those things and you'll feel much better. A perception situations, when we come into a heart space, there's going a healing that takes place to change the way we have been looking at some person, or how they have been perceiving us. People have misunderstood each other a lot in the last few days. Coming into acceptance of who we are, who others are, without wanting them to be other than who they are, even if we don't like those things, even if we don't like the way they talk or how they behave or what, just accept this is them. And that is going to really help us ground, help us change the way we look at things. And also it is going to draw in our soulmate. Soulmate can be anyone, it doesn't necessarily mean a romantic one, but it can definitely mean that as well. But people who are meant for us as friends, as colleagues, as a soul tribe, we are going to now be finding them. Probably more people are going to find our channel, our community. At this time, it's very important to come into silence, meditate, and pray. Pray to surrender, pray to thank, pray to manifest, pray to fight. I fought yesterday with God. Okay, so those are those. Oh my God, I need. Amen. Oh, you'll figure out when you see the beginning. When I'm talking about the purging and everything, the clearing. So I fight with God nearly every full moon. Oh dear. So we are going to do 6 cards, our full moon readings as per usual. Just let me quickly see if I've missed. Solar plexus, root chakra, heart chakra. There's going to be some bittersweet communication. Okay, again, root chakra, earth chakra, a third eye, solar plexus, pretty much all of it, right? And of course, the crown chakra is going to be very heavy duty online. So you might feel pressure, you might feel foggy, drowsy. Drowsy only over here, like you can't keep your eyes open. See these swelling today that I have. And a lot of things are being activated at this time, aligning us with our divine purpose, our divine people, our tribe. I'm so happy you came. It was lonesome on my own some for the longest time. I didn't even announce. I'm so sorry for this full moon, for this lunar cycle coming up. Uh, yeah, you are always. Two more, spirit, please. Thank you. Too many. Thank you, spirit. Okay. Okay, so we get seven, and bottom of the deck is four of wands. Yes, whatever is happening now, or we are being asked to move towards, is definitely taking us to a stronger foundation, you know, to a security, stability, which we are not dependent on others, external things, external reasons to feel stable. We are going to be receiving huge amount of blessings. So our first card for this full moon, this lunar cycle, this reading is from relevant from today, as it is um not uploaded, it's live, and right up to the next full moon. So the first card is Four of Pentacles. uh Being careful, being wise, being someone who likes to save is not the same as being stingy, being scared, being closed hearted, not wanting to share, not willing to invest. So be careful that you don't close out your heart chakra. Making sure that you have enough should not come from a mindset of scarcity or lack. Okay, a lot of people are going to feel financially stable. Some of you might be also meeting someone in the long run. This person might become your spouse. It could be, for some of you, it might be a father who's going to assist you financially at this time. Paths have been chosen, and now people are going to be going in the correct direction. All right, so wherever the confusion, mental fog, mental conflict was, please surrender to the divine. I've already spoken a lot about it. Okay, so the old cycle where you have felt wounded, old hurts, old injuries, betrayals, anything of that sort, you have moved past it. It's over. That cycle is over. There will be a need for teamwork, for collaboration. Some things, like I said, that had come to a standstill or a pause, something that had started long ago, a project, a business opportunity, a relationship, it might have come to a standstill. Now people are going to come together and be willing to work together to bring it back up. You need to be discerning, be a patient listener, use your past experiences to assist you, but don't be just ready with your sword to kill. The sword here is behind her. It's not raised that say something and I'll cut your head off. What those situations were, we have already walked away and left in the past. So, three cards for Four of Pentacles, please. Okay, so if there was someone who in the past felt extremely burdened in an equation with you, uh, in a job that was extremely underpaying, overworking you, where you felt unappreciated, or where you were very defensive because that situation felt more like an obligation, it felt more like a burden than something that brought you happiness, but you fulfilled your karma. You did what you needed to do and you have completed that cycle. So now you will start opening, you're still in the healing process, and you are going to get a fresh new beginning in that space. If there was a choice between two jobs, two people, two friends, two emotional partners, decisions are going to be taken in this lunar cycle to play out. It might, I don't know, for everyone it will be different. We'll watch the love readings as per zodiacs for that, won't we? So please do remember to give me a thumbs up while you are listening. So at this time there's going to be a lot of fresh new beginnings, even in love relationships. you know choices are going to be made. People who are meant for each other will be brought together. If it's about a job, it's about any other situation, there too the alignments have taken place. Three cards for King of Pentacles, please. One more, thank you. Okay. So the Two of Wands that is here, it's also here. Someone is definitely following the intuition to go towards their divine partner at this time. They think the world of this person. They might have been misunderstandings in the past. This person has been keeping tabs on you. They might have been creeping up all over your Facebook or Instagram or something. But also this can be of someone spying on you, stalking on you. There are no negative cards here, but they are trying to decide. They are trying to make an informed decision. You know, they might have had some kind of an opinion about you, but now that they are observing you, their opinion is going to change, and they are more and more inclined to come towards you. When it comes to you, you have to stay in a student mode, continue doing your research, continue being open to learning new things, to exploring. There might be communication coming, but your learning is also going to continue at this time. uh Queen of Cups. So when it comes to partnership, there might be a partnership here forming where the person is a very successful businessman, business person, no matter what the gender is, and the other person, the spouse, the partner, is going to be someone very creative, very intuitive, very nurturing. you know they are going to be like opposites, but also very compatible. Their stature is the same. If he's the king, she's the queen. They both have something to offer. If he has a dog, she has a cat. She has food in her hands where he has money. They're equals. It could also indicate earth signs as well as water signs, if that is important to any one of you. So, please, Divine, tell us more, show us more. What about this Two of Wands? Oh dear. A whole bunch of cards came out and then I dropped some. Okay, so there's a King of Cups here. This is obviously not for all of you, but for some of you, it is going to play out this way. You were married or committed to someone, your spouse perhaps, but now you have found someone far more compatible with you, and now you have to kind of choose, and you're trying to make an informed decision. You don't want to rush into it. Why? Okay, so what else do we have here? Yep, because this King of Cups could be someone from your past life, could be someone you knew in your childhood, it could be someone you have been very deep friends with. It is your soulmate. There'll be a sense of familiarity. If you've already known them and then you parted ways, both might have been thinking a lot about each other at this time. Okay, so you have been working on your pentacles, your business, your stuff, and that's what you have to continue to do. But they are also going to be willing to work with you on a higher level of commitment. Someone here could be a single mom who has been running her shop, her store, and they might be okay, for some of you that this is higher knowledge. This can indicate a teacher who is bringing clarity into your life, helping you grow from strength to strength. For some of you, because you have been asked to stay in the student energy, to learn, keep learning at this time. Whatever you are manifesting, it is in the works, it is working out, be it about marriage, be it to come together with your divine partner, be it about higher education. Hi, Hussein. You're very warm welcome. All right. So let's now clarify Two of Swords here. What was the confusion? What were the doubts? What were the fears? What was fogging and keeping the viewer in some kind of mental conflict and hence stuck? One more, Spirit, please. One more card. Okay. So it has to do definitely with the, you know, the strong foundation, your stability, your security. It could be that someone was in a prior committed relationship, they were engaged, or they were in a long term live in, or they were even married to, and now that they have met their soulmate, this is just for very few of you, they are now trying to figure out what to do. For others of you, where there was, you were being guided to go for the new job or the new opportunity, and you have been like, but what if it doesn't work out? Will I receive fair pay? In the first situation, you were underpaid. This is at least much better than that. In the new relationship, there will be equal give and take, there will be respect, there will be mutual love, both will be putting in equal amount of love. Ravisha, when such people come up, you have to be very alert and block them. Okay, these are all people who think tarot is the devil's whatever. I don't see the blocking thing, but please do. Ravisha, if you can find the blocking, if you have take your mouse or your cursor to the name, you'll see three dots next to the name on this side, and you might get blocking because you're the moderator here. We have 300 seconds. Okay, so the situation here is the person is conflicted. There is going to be some kind of arguments with people at this time. Harsh words might take place with especially the person who did this, the betrayal that happened, the heartbreak, the situation that took place in the past, and you have walked away from this. We just did that, right? But that person might be coming back. They are conflicted, there has been no closure in the situation. Ravisha, did you manage to block this person? And what they are scared of is arguments, conflicts, fights. They are afraid of walking away from a situation. This person is really afraid, even though they are not really being treated fairly. you know so if it is about a job, the new job is definitely better than what you were in before. What did I do? Right. So let's clarify the 10 of swords over here. Three cards, Spirit. Hi, Dolly. Hi, Dolly. 10 of swords, one more card, please. Thank you. Okay, so some of you have walked away from a toxic situation or toxic partnership, and what is happening here is in the process of healing yourself, you are looking for your happiness. So you have moved on, you've taken charge. You might be having a lot of options. You might be going on multiple dates, you might be hanging out with friends. There can be a lot of choices, be it in jobs as well. So stay open, because with this you are going to be led to the one meant for you, made for you, the job that is more compatible with your lifestyle, your dreams, what you want in, like the timings you would like to work, how many shifts you'd like to work. Thank you for your heart. You're very warm welcome. You're going to receive recognition for the work you have been doing, the hours you've been putting in relationships with your friends. People who took you for granted, who are not appreciating you, are now going to suddenly start seeing your worth and value. And you might start receiving accolades, praise, compliments from the people around you. And what all this is leading to is a mega success. you know Sun card is the happiest card in any tarot deck, right? It is about growth, success, happiness, joy, good health, pregnancies, brand new things starting off. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਡੋਲਿਓ Wie geht's dir? Wie geht's dir? Okay, so for Three of Pentacles, patience, persistence, but that is now leading to this collaboration, the teamwork, working together. They might be a Leo, they might be a Sagittarius involved in the situation. A lot of fire signs for sure. Um, Tell me more, please. Two more cards. Ooh. For some, definitely there's a reconciliation on the cards. Accepting or not is up to you, but there's going to be healing when you both come together, spend some time, talk. Thank you so much, Dolly. I'm so happy to have you. I hope I'm reading your name correct. Aquarius, here's your card. Just as you said, you are Aquarius. I pulled up this card. Well, there's going to be healing. There's going to be destined events taking place. My entire reading has been about miracles and destiny, and now, things that are written in stars. But first, the healing will take place. So let's clarify the Queen of Swords. Where do you have to be discerning and use your past experiences? Where do you need to be a patient listener at this time and not cut people off? One card definitely flew out in the reverse, so we'll have to take it. Okay. So the first one is Ace of Pentacles. Someone is coming in with new offers. It could be any, again, I keep saying it, but job, love, friendship, some kind of a scheme that they're asking you, or someone might be willing to also invest, not just in you, in your project, in whatever you're doing. But there's a new offer coming towards you, and that is quite divinely guided. But what is going to happen is it might bring up secrets, it might bring up hidden emotions, suppressed emotions. Look at the full moon card coming out in a full moon reading. Like I said, there's going to be a lot of purging, before a fresh new start can take place, or you are willing to give someone a brand new opportunity. With all these reconciliation cards coming up, you and them need to have a heart to heart conversations to allow everything to be spoken. Okay. Yes, why? Because they are coming with a romantic gesture and you are not looking at it very positively because you are still concerned. It might be someone from the past, or the past person did a number on you. You are still scared, you're a bit defensive, you're like, what if the same thing happens again? And which is why all this healing and clearing needs to take place. It's fine to know these are the red flags, not one red flag. When there are three four of them together and it is consistently, every time there is one excuse or the other, that's where you're like, nope, I'm not falling for that again. And to cut people off doesn't mean you need to argue, fight, or if it is someone from the past, you definitely are going to need your intuition, your wherewithals to see if they've actually changed or if they're just staying in because, oh well, they were missing you. So let's get some guidances. And we are already over 1 hour. These lives always go on for so long. Are you enjoying the reading thus far? Please, please, once it's done, go back and watch from the beginning because a lot of important messages in the beginning. What you need to surrender during the full moon ritual, what are your physical symptoms, and all that. I have already spoken about right at the start. I will persist, my will is strong. That is one of the affirmations you can work with at this time. Ah, okay. I have a balanced relationship with time. I use time well. So, time management is quite important because now, as the energies and as we are going more and more into the Aquarius age, we will have to all master time management, multitasking, multitasking, not with half an attention here and half an attention there, to do it as a factory lineup. Start one thing, once that is simmering, for example, you start the next, and when to do, for example, for me, when should I should definitely not start my washing machine before I am doing a reading. Can we block him? How can we block this block? Let's report him. All right. And then we have to learn to do a lot of things. Now there is no time. uh, I have spoken about this a few years ago, but I'm going to repeat it. Earlier there was a time when first we were students and then we got into our family, raised our own children, etc. And then we went on to slowly getting detached from the worldly, the illusions, the temptations, money, material goods, and then we went into the spiritual pathway. Now at this time in the age of Aquarius, we have to do all of them pretty much simultaneously. We are students for life. We have to have our jobs, we have to have our family, we have to at the same time make time for our soul, our spirituality, keep our energy and vibration and frequency clean, right? Okay, I invite peace within myself, I ripple this outward. So, when you heal yourself, when you fill yourself with love and peace, it is not just you yourself that you are healing. The ripple effect is going to go outward, it's going to impact everyone around you, even if you are not seeing direct, evidence right now. Okay, so that's that. Do we want anything else? Oh, of course, we are doing full moon reading. We definitely need something from our cauldron, and we need something, some messages from our witch. Thank you, Ravisha. Well, haters are good news, you know. Haters means you're doing something correct. But the more energy you give them, the more power they gain. So just stay correct. Don't convince. Don't. Messages for our beautiful viewers for this full moon and this lunar cycle coming up for us. Thank you, Spirit. The witch advises you to keep a book of shadows and light. Oh my god, watch the beginning of this video. How much I've talked about why you need to write down what you need to write down. Open the pages and share your dreams, your magic, your spells. Write in your own magical book today. So, journaling, gratitude journal. What are you manifesting? That intention journal. What are you releasing? You know, what are the things coming up? Okay, and what energy do we need to embody more and more? What do we need to focus more on? Humility. Here. At this time, we need to become more and more humble, be open to learning, be open to receiving, be open to knowing that the divine knows better than us. Okay, we are going to be receiving a lot of clarity at this time. So, the confusion, all that is definitely being chucked away and cleared up. And because my beautiful lovelies are here, we need some loving messages from the universe. We all do. It's been quite a ride last few days. Hello, hello, people in house. How are you all doing? Very warm welcome. I'm about to finish the reading. We can chat like that afterwards, but I do request you to please go and watch from the beginning once I am done. All right. So, some beautiful, gorgeous, loving messages that you wish to make us aware of, Divine Spirit. What would you like to tell us at this time? It's time to rise. That had come before. No matter what's happening in our lives, we always have the potential to rise above it. Rising is one powerful choice away. Rise out of our negative thoughts or our limiting beliefs. Um, Rise out of our comfort zone or our complaints. Rise out of our slump or out of the potato chip bag. Get up and rise. What are you waiting for, darling? Yes, it is definitely a very stressful time, and I'm so glad you have started writing. Please continue. But when you are writing something as a venting out, you know, not just detached journaling, when you are writing, I'm so angry, I'm so upset, could that person have not done blah blah. If you're writing that kind of thing, why is this happening to me? You know, I'm not making fun of you. I have done it all my life, writing journals. So if that is what you're writing, you need to burn them so that you don't keep rereading or inviting it back into your current timeline. So keep going. Offer your love, and people are going to receive love offers in the next few days. Yeah. Is there someone in your life who could benefit from loving kindness, which is not necessarily romantic in nature? The gesture doesn't have to be big. Send an email, pick up the phone, pop by for pop by for a visit, or order a bouquet of posies. I love posies. Let this person know that you're thinking of him or her. um, when we offer our love generously, that caring energy comes back to us tenfold while also lifting us up in the process. Reach out and offer your love today. Make hearts. Give me hearts. Give me likes. Oh my god, I'm kidding. Okay. Give each other space. I'm glad you liked ideas. Oh, heart, heart. Ravisha, heart, heart. I love you. Sometimes it's hard to work out our differences. This is also going to come up. People from your past are going to come up, okay? Uh, Sometimes it's hard to work out our differences when we don't have enough space. To take a step back to create room for authentic conversation, perhaps you need to consult with a therapist to guide you through the emotional thicket. Or maybe you just need some new tools for healthy communication. Whatever it is, don't try to fix it right now. Give it space, allow things to play out, be patient. It did come out with the temperance card right there, so don't be in a hurry. अभी जवाब चाहिए, तुरंत जवाब चाहिए, you know. Okay. So, tell me, peeps, who's here? Doll or Dolly is here. I really can't make out if there's an I or not. Ravisha is here. Who else is here? Say hi. Okay, so what do you want to talk about now that we are here? We can just chat because, okay, officially now the reading is over. Timestamp it at 1:16, 1 hour 16 minutes, I guess. The reading is over for the moon. I'll try and write that. It will go, it will go. It is going to come up. You're going to have a huge purge kind of thing. Huge does not mean it will be for hours. It will feel like a release. Okay, I'm going to use a very weird example. Okay, if you have been like constipated for a couple of days, and then when you finally get to go, hi Soumya. Okay, so it does not mean that you're going to sit there for hours, right? You can be done with real quick. But what does happen is that relief, that space. You feel after crying, you might feel better, but it's not the same as when you are purging. There will be a purge. So watch this whole thing right from the beginning, Ravesha, and then you will understand because I've already spoken about it in the beginning. I'm sorry, I'm just putting the decks away so I can then focus and sit and have a good talk with all of you. Anger and emotions and stuff will not go till you don't change your mindset, till you don't change the way you're looking at something. You have to just accept it. You have to be like, it happened. What led to that anger is because you expected something different from them, right? Take responsibility, drop your expectations, and allow the anger to go. Sometimes it takes long because you're like, oh, but they're my parents, but they're my this, but they're my that. We all have been there. There's no need to remove and all that. We can be mature, we can be Agree to disagree. Have people have different opinions, different behaviors, different personality types, but what they do not get back again is the same access to our lives. They lose their hug on us. Politeness never harms anyone. Wishing people happy new year and happy birthday doesn't harm anyone, right? Or whatever festival. So, are you guys going to be doing your full moon ritual tomorrow, or are you already started to do it today? Because I saged and saged today. Oh my god. Absolutely. So, today, started today. Remember to light your black candles, even if you're doing the release exercise. With the black candle, you have to let go of obstacles, blockages, psychic attacks, past conditioning patterns of self sabotaging behavior, all that, right? With the black candle. And then do your other, whatever you want to burn it with, and whatever. Yeah. If you have sage, use sage. If you have bay leaves, burn bay leaves as well. I always recommend you to probably use bay leaf new moons when you can write what you're trying to attract. You know, loving partner, write that on the bay leaf and then light it on the new moon. Success, prosperity. I should write more subscribers and burn that. Let's try it this new moon. Somebody remind me. I'm going to try and see if that draws in new subscribers. Lot of them. Tell me more. Tell me something new. What's going on? Here it has been raining non-stop for 3 days. Where did my dolly go? Dolly. I like her name so much. I have a friend. She's upset with me. My bad. This time it was completely my fault. In Germany, she was my dearest friend. She was such an emotional support for me at that time when I was going through horrendous stuff in life. And her nickname is Dolly. So, uh, first of all, don't know. Like, I always have more than one bank account. And for example, if I'm running your business, so there I will by now know approximately each month this is what I need for my ingredients, etc. This is my overheads, this is how much I need to pay to the person who delivers, etc. And that I will keep in one account, which I will not use for anything else except my work. Then there is a certain amount I keep for myself in an envelope or whatever. Earlier I used to keep in envelopes, now it's just accounts, right? And on myself, like if for example 2,500 a month I'm allowed to buy whatever I want. So if there's something expensive I want, I have to wait a couple of months to get it. And then there's one account of mine, or I'll withdraw in cash or something, but I'll keep it hidden. I will never touch it no matter what the crisis is, emergency is, no matter what. That's how I do the saving. Oh, I love the card that just fell out because I keep shuffling while talking. It says you need to, this is like a mirror work, and it is look into the mirror and say your own name thrice while gazing at yourself in the mirror. With every word, feel the respect and power and magic grow. You're blessed. I love doing, I love you, I am powerful, I am loved, I am nurtured, I'm nurturing. These kind of I am affirmations while looking in the mirror. I find them very powerful. I'm perfect, whole, and complete. I'm perfect exactly as I am. I love myself the way I am. I am gorgeous looking. Say all that. I'm eternally youthful. Hey. So, Ravisha, in the middle of the whole thing, I have mentioned you and Sridhar, and that I will be addressing two very important questions that you've asked in a video format so that more people can benefit. And like what Soumya asked, about anger. I laugh doesn't mean it's not a serious question or doesn't need serious addressing. So, I'm going to talk about these questions in a separate video. And this time I won't take too long. It's just now that I'm coming into my rhythm, you know. Tomorrow definitely I'm not going to record anything. So this time probably on Monday there won't be any upload. Now it's time for the long readings, the situationship readings. So I want to do good, get into it. Sunday fun day, Sunday rest day, Sunday, going out for lunch with Dhruv's grandparents. So I just don't want to get overwhelm myself and get tired and all that. All right, people. So, thank you so much for joining me. And those of you who are watching this later, do remember to subscribe, like, leave me your comments, give me your heart. Did you enjoy it? And please do pay attention to the messages. And I hope you have a wonderful full moon. And this lunar cycle is amazing and fruitful and blessed for each and every one of you. And thank you for being part of our community, our tribe. I love you all so very much. And uh, happy Raksha Bandhan to those of you who celebrated. Well, there's the word bandhan in it. Do remember that. Love and light. Love and light.